All right. Hello, hello. Looks like this thing is on. Yeah, we're gonna do a replay stream. I fell a bit behind on stuff this weekend. I was pretty busy. So yeah, let's try to dig into it. We should have quite a few games to watch, I think, here. We'll try to get through a bunch. I have like a few hours to spare here, so uh, I think we'll keep going until I run out of steam or until we run out of replays, really. Alright, so I guess to kick things off, I think Fire was saying he had a game on his card already. So let's go take a look at that. I'm not going to go in any particular order here. If people have one they want me to watch, they can either tell me it's on their card, send it to me, or I'll just work through the list and score report it. So here's Fire versus Ski, who had subbed back in for Team Rachel because Ku had real life stuff going on after Ski had real life stuff going on before the season start. Alright, so Fire picks up that first pick IBC. He's Team Perotas, so his box side composition is kind of based around picking like a setup for the Perotas. So that's usually like the IBC or the Pepsi, something like that to help buffer and enable her. This is a fun map for her because he's been running a lot of Leviathans, which is a fun tech for her. Hey Button Bit, hey JB, hey Fire. And yeah, JB, I'll take him. Let's, as Fire said, all the replays, ideally. We're trying to get through as much as we can. Ooh! Thanks, Raven. Appreciate it, man. Alright, so let's take a look at total draft here. So Ski did first pick Seraphina because he also has deferred pick. God, this poor Rachel. Look at the int stats here. 1530, 1480, 1280. This is the waifu of the team. Where's the int? I appreciate you, Raven, even if I am a massive complainer. Alright, pretty normal looking setup on his side. Oh, we've got Leviathans on Gits. That's interesting. She can fly anyways, but that's a fun, like, damage increasing option here, right? Yeah, he's definitely been willing to play the games, but it feels like he is just kind of throwing whatever at the wall with, like, not a ton of planning. So here comes an aggressive T-Just TP kill on the pier. Oh, on the puppet. Okay. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense just because Luke is what's going to pop Pepsi, although, yeah, that does stop her from reaching to pop him. So, nice little body block there, but she can kill and run back. Or Luna can kill. It's not like she really needs the princess buff here. Oh, he's Gale. That can be a problem. It wasn't a problem here, right? But with Gale on Luna, what happens sometimes is you'll Gale the action after the act again. Like, you know, where you buff or whatever, and then you don't have your Wind God Realm anymore because it's only a 2-turn buff without Fleshy. And the extra act again doesn't like preserve buffs or anything, so you can just not have your enable effect afterwards. Fortunately, that didn't happen here, though. Yeah, that is kind of true, Raven. Ski can do better than he does. Let's take a look at YouTube chat here. Oh, the log 3C, you mean? some reason, like, my in OBS restream chat overlay is not working, but the chat overlay on YouTube is. Looks like we've got some game sent from JB. We'll take a look at those in a bit. Ooh, and a nice juicy link smash. Oh, that's the, I see. That's clever. With the Luna, the Leviathans, you both essentially have Terrain Master on this map, right? Because it's water all over the place. And, you know, it's not a flying movement type, so you get to use that Luna for super run in and super run back with link smash. I really like that. So he AoEs to some end. I don't think she's in condition to get like a big massive team kill here. Just after that very painful sanction. What could he have done differently here with this Sarah? Like Luke's, I guess Luke does really reach everything with that enable. I guess she started pretty far back, which is why he couldn't really get super great aggressive positioning with her. But man, yeah, that gets link smash into the Luke sanction really messed him up here. Like, goodbye Puppet, goodbye the underbuilt Waifu. Almost goodbye Luke. I don't think Pepsi carries this game just because IBC. And yeah, there's IBC, goes in for the kill. This will counter kill Luke. Not even kill gets. And Pyrrha comes in for the cleanup against the Sarah. She got a couple kills here. Does she have, I think she has like shortened the CD on kills, right? With her 3C or something. Because she used that earlier too for a kill. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, nice place. I really like that Gits with Aqua Troop combo with Luna. I thought that was really clever. Super good enabling there with the IBC plus Luna. Huge. Alright, so similar first picks. We've got the IBC and Sarah picks again. It's interesting that Fire runs infantry IBC. I don't know what it was like when IBC was initially like super meta when she first came out, because I didn't, you know, start playing Apex until like season 12 or 13 when she was already kind of not like first pick meta anymore. And by that point, like every IBC I saw was holy. That's right, she killed Log. So Fire gets the super combo here again. He doesn't get the super strong AoE heroes with it, but he can still do some really strong single target plays with the double enable again. We do have a third pick Kagura, which could do some spiciness with the punch, or sorry, with Umbrella Gun. Jugler, who's a sort of tank here. Was he the best pick though? So I guess he picked him as a tank because the Hilda got banned, right? So he's got 3 tanks. I'm just not actually sure if picking a tank is the right move. Just because Assassin is what he's going to pick next, right? He was going to take one of these two next for sure. I guess it's good against the IBC, but I don't know. I guess Jugler is also sort of a DPS, but not Aqua. And he gets 5th pick Sherry, which is fine. So yeah, I think this is pretty straightforward assassin game for fire. He's got the range advantage even with the Kagura being in play. He does second row his units here, so nothing's in range of the Kagura. He has no way to give her like a +1 here. So she's a big zone, but the IBC plus Luna, like once both of those are set up, I think fire should reach with stuff like the Hiei and the Puro. Did he bring Gale on the Luna again? No, did not tempt fate this time. Oh, you took Loki? That's a rip. So he tries to Tenyo the Kagura with the, with the Rachel. Does not get the Tenyo buff. And these two have, I'm gonna guess, essentially infinite range, yeah. This could kill Kagura, this could kill Sherry. This boy could kill the same, more or less. He can also reach, like, these three. Not quite these. He gets his faction buff too, so they're going to do crazy damage. And so he's trying to set up the Super Sarah line, right? But it's not like she'll reach with single target, and AoE is kind of whatever here. So he kills the Kagura. This will get rid of his turn prio, but ooh, or she won't kill because it's Leviathans. I suppose that is probably greedy on this map. And also the fact that he's on an int god. Yeah, wrong soldiers. So he just walks it back because she's... Why didn't he heal? What? Why wouldn't you use your 80% heal with debuffed cleansing? That's weird. Alright, anyways. I assume Hiei comes in now too. Oh, he does reach the Sarah. Oh, that's right. I forgot to count the unique mobility up from the skill. So yeah, I forgot to add the extra +1. So he does actually reach Sarah. He doesn't go for it though. I think that's probably wise. That is pretty likely to get you counter killed and maybe whiff. What? So he leaves guard for no reason at all here, right? What is the reasoning there? Hiei can kill both of these, right? Ski. Hey, Rice Crew. And yeah, it would be just the soldiers countering. It's just deck gunners hit pretty hard, and the PA was pretty hurt. But apparently he's vibing because animation. So yeah, now we've got a poor little Aqua Jugler, a massively underbuilt Rachel, versus IBC, who comfortably kills Jugler as long as she gets his water, and Luna Yusuke. And Yusuke is a clean-up machine. Yeah, Ski's really shooting for the tier 5 here. Oh, she whiffs the dispel on the water, and we get the 1% miss, the 500 HP whiff. The only buff he keeps, in fact. That's funny. So these guys keep their 50% DR. Otherwise, it's a super comfy kill. It doesn't really matter in any sense, though. Because his Rachel is super potato and unbuffed. That's the crazy thing. Like, he's got the Super Potato Rachel, and he's actually getting punished in it in multiple games, and then he doesn't invest more in it. I mean, not that Jugler was winning the end game anyways. You kill Rachel there, but like, Luna almost whiffed. Bigger Rachel and you heal more, maybe that saves Jugler. Yeah. I think after the Pyrrha whiff, there was very good chances for Ski to win. That he did not take up. Exactly, Rice Crew. I'm with you there. Right, nice game, Fire. Shame you ran out of time in skill selection game 2 there. I really like the game plan game 1. And honestly, game 2, he had a good draft too. Alright, let's take a look at one of these JB games to start off, and then we can take a look at one of these Valabar games. I assume this Vice game was a single game and you just had like a retreat thing. I'll start with this Wooper game, because that should be easier to figure out what's going on. Let me go mark this Fire versus Ski game. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at this Wooper game. We've got Owo versus Nomi. Sorry, Owo versus Rosalia. Rosalia is not Owo. Nomi is Owo. Yeah, really different box here, actually. So yeah, some real glory stuff going on both sides here. Very similar comps too. Is it gonna be the full mirror? Ooh. She's also Owo though. You know, there's the ooh and then there's the Owo. I think Nomi includes both. She contains multitudes. So we do have SP L1 on this side versus regular L1 on this side to fit Grenchill as pick one. And speaking of pick ones, surprisingly late allowed Grenchill, right? Fourth pick is late. Considering he's playing tank push and he's only going to get one tank. I would have really considered allowing something like the Lucretia or Ashmar through over Grenchill. That puts a lot more positioning, you know, a lot more of a focus on Wooper's positioning than otherwise has to be here. Than like mages he could just tank or heal through. Yeah, they need to make actual Lancer troops that like exist and have good enough text to compensate, or have good enough effect for the for the crappy Lancer text, you know, to still do decent damage. Does Ellen have anything other than like Phalanx? So the BB size tiles does help against the Grenchill with the Hilda matchup. And we do have the Duelists on Elven counterpick against potential Phalanx Ledin, which he guesses is right. And of course, no, we've got her freeze strike and stuff too, so Ledin is in some danger here. We'll see how things play out. Okay, so that's an OO range now, but if he moves there, no, you can't really, he still can't really do anything with the Grenchill even if he does move there, just because she'll get AA blocked. He does buff though, gives her that unique FB, although Ellen's buff is probably stronger, right? Even even on super buffed, the Ellen buff would be stronger, so he's just waiting. Ooh, that was really close. In before, that 3% difference from the faction buffs mattered. Wow. Yeah, Tiamat Gaming. Alright, so Mary actually doesn't have like any stacks, so she can use her big 5x heal, but she won't get any talent heal trigger. Just like no skills were cast near her. Is she low star? No. There was just a real lack of skills being cast since Ellen auto FB'd and all of the rest of these. Yeah, just no active skills were used for this previous turn. They all just kind of work until they attack. Especially since he did bring the attack skill and let in. Alright, so Ledin's going to go in for the Hilda here. I don't expect him to kill, but I'm guessing he's trying to dispel. Still really good damage. That cast really did pump Ellen's damage up like crazy. We do get the guard dispel. Passive silence is good too here, although the Sophia can get rid of it. So like the healers are very vulnerable right now, and I think Rose is really going to capitalize on that. Knock out one of these two. I would probably take the Noemi and then get back to guard, and then let Ellen, you know, SP Ellen punish Ellen if he wants, and then you can kill SP Ellen next turn would be my guess, how this plays out. Oh, did you melee that for no reason, and that doesn't let you get back to guard? Oh no, it's run back 3. Okay. So Ledin does proc, but Ellen also has first strike, so it doesn't really matter. I guess that does leave an Ellen on your team doing SP Ellen things. So what's the best way to address that here, right? Is it... I guess he didn't even use Act again, actually. I was gonna say like Ren Sword him, but like that won't even accomplish much because he'll still be able to run after he Act agains. Okay, so that is pretty problematic. Yeah, I was wondering if you do just use Ellen to kill and just let SP Ellen kill what he wants to kill, and then you double team him with the other two. Because like Ellen won't be able to reach to punish Ellen. God, how many times can I say Ellen in a sentence after he kills like Grenchiel? He does go for the Mary because it's less risk to kill, I guess. I'm surprised you didn't try the Grenchiel. I know there's like the troop. I guess it's a Grenchiel on tree with a troop mismatch, but like, I don't know. SPL1's cast is nuts. With a huge counter damage. Was that another 3C and that was just like super sad damage? Yes. It was in fact another 3C and it was super sad damage without the cast to pump up his attack a huge ton. He could have attacked the Sophia here and gotten his techs. Or sorry, gotten like the casting passive ability here for the extra 30% damage. Oh, you're right, the Nomi robe. That too. That too. But also he could have activated the casting passive here. The auto mod. Alright, so just as Sage comes in, goes out for a TGS. 1, 2, 3, 4, looks okay. This time the pick ones get banned at appropriate times on both ends. Wait, hold on a second. Can Whooper run 2 enablers? I guess, is that his boon with Nomi box or something, I assume? Okay. I like didn't take note of that last game because I'm sloppy, but like Alright, so picks up an Agnes. And an extra healer. This when the Grenchill gets banned is where you have some problems. After this really strong tank pick. I'm surprised you're banning Grenier, honestly. I would really have just banned both revive tanks, I think. Is that the tactic you took game 1, was just banning both revive tanks? Because I really think... No, you gave him Hilda actually last game. I would really just ban both Hilda and Christie, I think. Right? So you only have to kill 1 tank life, because you do have stuff in this box that can tank bust. Like, Ledin is vulnerable to some of the mages and stuff. And of course, Grenier does not like Elwyn at all. He probably doesn't appreciate a Rosa in his face either. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you explode hitting Grenier or not, because you don't have Dispel. But I think the thing is you probably do get this Elwyn most drafts. Or if he does take the Grenier, then you can play more AoE with, you know, your Agnes picks and your Mariandel picks and stuff. Or mages. I think I would have personally banned the revive tanks, but that's just me. Yeah, I actually think Lancer Elwyn is pretty legit for Waifu Wars, just because there's so few infantry tanks. It's really just Sonya and Albedo. Alright, let's take a look at skills here. So we do have no buff on Sage. Okay. That'll be a pretty big wall for Rosa to get through, honestly. No glory buff again on Ledin. I think I would have probably taken the buff just for longer attack buff on stuff like the Agnes. Even if Sophia is going to be overriding the defense buffs. I don't really believe in Ledin's attack skill that much. Yeah, I think Estao and like maybe Mikey have used Elwyn totally fine as Lancer with infantry troops. It works pretty well. It's good typing for tank bust. You just have the super bad range. But such is life. Alright, so Rosa's going to be pretty walled off by this for the foreseeable future. So another turn of moving up. Here comes stage 3C. Can potentially get some pretty good tile overriding with Hilda here. And Windblooms to like cancel out the Sage. But that's of course given you have enough time to do that before you start losing your Hilda to the tank plus tier. I guess you have 2 tanks though. I don't know. So in comes Luke. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think she really reaches with anything yet because of the fort. Could she have, I guess she could have AoE'd there. But he didn't think it was worth going out of position for the let-in to grab, potentially? After cast, maybe? So here comes Elwyn. He does, of course, totally bounce off the hero part of her, but Undispellable Heal Block is strong. 2 range guard is gone. Everything is covered by something right now, but... Oh, here comes the let-in 2C. Very sad damage. Poor Vanguards. So, OO forces Hilda to guard. Nice fixed damage with the pillar. I wonder if he just runs Owen back here. I feel like he could do that pretty safely, right? I guess maybe OO gets killed by let-in if you don't keep putting pressure. I don't know. Yeah. Ooh, is he gonna actually kill here? He might. Not quite. Despite the troop advantage, it's no grass, I guess. It was worth getting the probably 2 extra troops though compared to the sitting on grass. And more techs. Alright, so Agnes Bonk puts a little bit of chip damage, but nothing too serious. So I assume Nomi just kills first life on one of these tanks, especially now that the Agnes has taken action, so she can't revive anything. Yeah, you kill a tank that can assassinate your heroes. And yeah, it's like, what can you do? You don't really have a win con to get through the Christie after let-in's disabled for assassinations. And he was gonna die at that point. Alright, GG. Yeah, I think I would have probably taken a slightly different band pick approach there. I think it was a hard draft to win. Alright, let's take a look at one of these Valbar games, and then we can maybe come back to these JB games. Let's look at Valbar versus Fire. Definitely not studying for when I have to play Valbar or anything, you know? Yeah, I'd be happy with Time Whooper. I honestly haven't been paying that much attention to like points and who's going to move on from each group. I never really had that in my dreams for Chris this season, since I was like, I'm gonna run the meme box. Somehow. Oh, I'm up for that, Mikey. Was this a Drunko game or actual regular Zuko? Because he played against Almanac again and then also got somewhat tilted again recently, right? Complaining about a Tenyo or something. Poor Amanact. Alright, so we've got the Luna, the Pepsi buff for Pyro. We've got the Yusuke again. He gets this 4th pick Yusuke a lot. And he has really 2 good 5th picks here. He takes the Hiei, but Grenchel would have been totally fine too. The Hiei probably has more range with the Pyro, I guess. Or, sorry, with the Luna. Grenchel, you'd have to do like unicorns, which is awkward on this map, damage-wise. Okay. Maybe we'll have to do the 2-part special then, Mikey into the Amanact game. Oh man, Wataru up 5th, no pick. Estao would be so sad. So let's see, we've got... Yeah, this is really going to be just single target versus single target this game. No tanks, no guards of any form. Fire does have like a range advantage here, I would say. I guess Burn could guard potentially. I just don't think he necessarily holds up against what he would be guarding. But we'll see. Oh, we've got Guardian Infantry on Elwyn. That's interesting. To make him bulky. They can either send me the replays or I can look on Hero Card by a bit. So, pretty normal Hiei with Shinobi. We do have Gale on Luna, so this could go poorly. We've got normal Pyro, normal Yusuke, Hide on Pepsi. Okay, pretty standard fair stuff. Was that Apex Boots on Werner? I didn't notice. Is this boy going to be 9 or is he going to be 8? It's Apex Boots, okay. I would have assumed so with infantry. So Ellen catches a nice breeze. It was guard on burn, right? No, act again. Okay, with passive guard. He keeps getting lucky with these Gale procs where not procking where it would cancel his 3C. Alright, so is Pyro gonna go for the ulti here? This should kill. Ulti's a tanky boy. Oh, it doesn't. Look at that tanky boy ulti. Even with the archer troops, we've got a whiff. Archer troops with Yusuke buff. Wow. And I guess Rights Intact ulti really is chonky. That's what, 3 stacks in combat there? So 55% DR on hero and then some fairly good amount of DR and defense on these troops. Not even in like burn or anything, just chonk. Okay. So that being the case, yeah, Marielle can pump out some healing when she act again here and then punish. She won't kill here or anything just because of how she works. It does look like she picks up a damage down or something too. It's just one turn debuffs. Whoa! Or she can just kill. That's not how this unit is supposed to work. And that was with a 20% damage down. My girl here has a 70% damage down effectively in that combat, and she killed Pyrotes. Just because I guess just because she breaks her own rights, I guess. That's kind of wild. Elwyn buff, maybe? I don't even know what to call that. Reason for that doing so much damage. Crazy. Yeah, paper test. The crit probably helped, but that's still crazy. Nice kill. So does she still act again under this condition? She does, right? Yeah. Ooh, super big range too because of the breeze. I wonder if she can knock out Hia here or not with the damage down. Yeah, you've got to try. She does. Wow. The Mariel carry. Crazy. Look at the waifu doing the work. Leaving all these boys in the back. With their harem. Reverse harem, I should say. Alright. Good job, Mariel. See, Raven, this is what your Mariel should have done. Imagine just using her as a Tenyo bot instead of getting 2 sick kills back to back, including one in commandment with a 20% damage down. And then Luna whiffs on the ulti. I guess the buff block was from the Pyro. I didn't even know she does that. But poor Luna with no buff cannot kill. Close though. So he does go ahead and use Burn Act again here. I guess Elwyn can threaten Pepsi. Yeah, I honestly might have just used Elwyn to kill Pepsi, like, this move, honestly, while he's in range to do so. But I don't know what I'm doing with these kind of games, so... So everything's in passive guard range. Pepsi doesn't actually reach anything but the Mariel punish. But Fire does have guard or turn priority, so it's hard to move. I guess you kind of just YOLO stuff up and force him to choose what do you want to kill here, maybe? Or do you just play the safe game while Pepsi has cooldowns? You play the safe game. Okay. Yusuke should reach, right? He should be a pretty angry boy by now. Nope. No breezes or anything, so rip Yusuke. Pepsi hides. Burn took the single target skill earlier, so he doesn't have AoE to unhide that, but ulti should. See if Yusuke kills here. I think he will, yeah. Comfy kill. And yeah, I'm guessing ulti sucks Pepsi, Elwyn kills Pepsi. The poor ulti that Fire tried to kill twice. GG. Bus bar does it again. Alright, so we've got some Sins tied in. We also have, so we've got Wataru, Werner, Elaine out for Bozil, Omega, Tatalia. Okay. Bozil's an interesting slot in just because there's not much else AoE in here, but he does fly. Got, wow, Grenchel side out for Seraphina on flying map is interesting. He brings in a couple extra tanks, but not going to be a great against the side box counter, so I think after that side, I think Valvar has a little bit more of an advantage than he did before even. The Valabus. Ooh, first pick Flow is interesting. Not a lot of flow buffers here, tank-wise. So he knocks out the Kyra and the Sarah. I think that makes sense after the flow pick. Pepsi and Stuffer is also dangerous, but Fire does pick up a tank here. I don't think I would have picked a tank there, right? You're just, let's look at this real quick. So he's first picked a Sin. He's second picked Pepsi. He's got Sin, basically an unconditional Sin on Sky Map. It's really hard to position against this on Sky Map. And like, you have 3 tanks in the box, so by picking a tank now, not only are you early picking a tank when you haven't gotten to pick any DPS yet against a team with a lot of Sins in it, but also it means you're going to get another tank 5th. So you end up with a 1 healer, 2 DPS draft, and he's going to get at least 2 Sins. And that is scary. At least that's how I see it. Hey, Sam. Yeah, it's pretty much like I said. He ends up with a 5th pick tank extra that he doesn't particularly want. Yeah, Tatalia actually could probably just solo this comp more or less by knocking out both DPS. Yusuke is a chunky boy, but his skill has a pretty decent... Actually, it's a pretty low damage multiplier. Since the extra damage is tied up here. But I think Tatalia should comfortably kill him with the Pepsi buff and stuff. Or the Bozel buff. Yeah, he drops Pepsi buff and brings... oh no, he brings both. He didn't have to, because Pepsi is dark, right? But he does bring both. And mass attack. This team is buffed like 4 times over. I'm not crazy, right? Pepsi is dark, that is the thing, right? He's whoa. Speedy Bozel. Speedy Bozel. Ooh, the Talia Breeze 2 is so scary, because now I think Pyro just kills. Low 3C probably doesn't do enough damage to break. Like, next turn he just kills Pyro, I mean. And Fire does have a big range disadvantage, because Flow can't enable and act again, just enable. Yeah, Pepsi was indeed dark. So he goes for the rush, but I don't think Perotos is going to be on the map after this turn, to be honest. The pre-battle debuff thing is cool. Is that guaranteed to be a damage down, or is it just pretty luckily consistently a damage down? I should actually look at what effect is giving that. But yeah, Tatalia is going to be hiding, and then it's really a question of can Flo do enough damage without a buff. Let's look at her kit here real quick. No, just one strong debuff. Okay. Yeah, I think Tatalia is ridiculously good. She does a lot of damage, she has a lot of range. Both reach and range, I should say. Like, she can hit behind body blocks, and she has long reach. And the hide is really good. I've always had to ban her in my first 3 bans, even if there's other really scary stuff. Potentially actual pick ones. Like, there are pick ones that I find less scary to fight than Tatalia. Oh, the Christie Flower might help chip. You know, I come to think of it, doesn't Mariel have global healing? Or is it like just closest allies? It's passive somewhere. 2 other friendly, yeah, so she can just heal this if she ever does drop below hide threshold. Maybe that's what Valber meant when he said Waifu plus Tata. Yeah, oh yeah, he said Mariel map white heal there, yeah. Here's a fat AoE. The Flow will definitely 3C here, but the thing is Mariel does actually not have her action still. Wow, didn't actually do enough damage to break the Tata hide. That is unfortunate. He does go for the act again on Ledin, okay. See what Ledin has that he can do after this comes in. It's not Bracer, so he's very good chance to get silenced. Yeah, he does get silenced. He could have also body blocked there by standing here instead, but he didn't really feel the need to. Yeah, no huge surprise that whiffed with that amount of debuffs. And then Tata can just kill Yusuke, or Bozel can 3C again. Either way. The buff block and stuff on the Yusuke is unfortunate. Bozel really does mess you up once it gets in. kill. Could he even hit from outside of counter range there? No, he needs the skill, that's right. I thought he gets to 4 somehow, but is it just 3? Oh no, the skill is 3 blocks, not 2. Okay, that's what it is. Fire has won games using Yusuke. Like we saw in his game against Ski earlier. And I think he won with Yusuke in the games against me as well. I do need to catch Fire. He did want to do some replay. Get some more scrims in. Because he felt bad about the Seraphina. Gotta get that in at some point. Yeah, GG, Valabus versus Fire. Those were some pretty good games. I think that there was definitely band pick stuff that needed to be done differently game 2 for Fire. Game 1 was a little bit more close. I think that the Pyro miss on ulti was pretty huge, honestly. Like, if she gets that kill and can run back afterwards, it's a pretty different game, because then Mariel doesn't have her super crazy double kill combo there. She doesn't even reach to kill one thing. Oh man, Kurama is a tough one. Fire, good luck with that. That's probably harder than even my stupid Excel that I tried to make work this season. Let's take a look at Bite and Bit versus Epito, I guess. He sent that to me, so we'll take a look there. And let me go mark this Fire game. Right. Did I ever mark JB versus Wooper? I did not. Okay, there we go. We're caught up. Wait, Bite and Bit, did you switch to YouTube chat? Or, sorry, to Twitch chat from YouTube chat? I thought you were just in the other one. Yeah, I mean, I think Zabuto is similar to me. He's here to play the heroes he wants to try playing. Another Pharah user, that's fun. He's also got Tsubame in here. I actually don't think Tsubame is that bad, but not in like an AoE box. But like in a single target box, she's actually a reasonably decent assassin with like backstab and deck gunners. And Egbert's actually a pretty respectable AoE hero, which I guess you knew because you banned him decently high. Yeah, this is a weird draft for Zebito, right? He does give Zion, which I think Bite and Bit was saying this earlier. As I've frequently, and I mean frequently said on stream, there is a way to lose to Bite and Bit. The way you can lose to Bite and Bit is you cannot, in your first 3 bans, ban Seraphina, Zion, and Patricia. As is now known as the Ozma combo. Not because I've ever boxed any of those units, but because I am staunchly opposed to fighting those units for myself and others. But yeah, Zion might just go crazy and clean up the whole game here. The Shalinka's funny though, that's the Merc, right? Do you know how to use Shalinka Bite and Bit? Have you read her? I only vaguely understand her conditions. There's one where she can guard ignore and like ignore the hero. And there's one that she can do a different thing. Defense ignore. Act again. Okay, it's act again or guard ignore. And like troop ignore. And one is like standing next to each other, the other's not standing next to each other, I think. I'm hearing lots and lots of breezes, which is funny because he has the Stell anyways, to give said breezes. I guess he TP'd the Olivier up when I was distracted reading skills. We've got the aggressive Shalinka positioning here. see. I wonder if he's gonna Olivier here and then swap with the Angelina. Olivier has like a run back, right? I thought. No, maybe not. But he does AA block, which lets you fight a bit. Read that part of his skill. Oh, you guys Angelina first. Okay. Yeah, that is interesting. I can do that. Yeah, he did do the Tiara's 3C. That's true. Ooh, the whiffed kill. That's unfortunate. It really is. I mean, he had everything that he was going to get for that. He has attack buff, like proper attack buff, because I guess the EE triggered. Like it's unbuffed. Well, I guess it's buffed Pressure, but it's unicorns. And unicorns are not tanky, and like, yeah, that's a rip. Justice for Angelina when. That was even a crit too. She took more damage than the Pressure did. Crit on both sides actually, which is funny. Alright, so here's the Olivier. Is this the damage down one or the act again one? Ooh, big damage. That's the damage down. But it doesn't matter, right? Is Zion just gonna go crazy here and just keep killing stuff? And then, like, he can... Actually, he doesn't even need to forgive. He's healed plenty from the tiaras, but he does forgive for the revive. And yeah, now Zion Boy has full HP and a revive and super damage mode thing. And he kills again anyways. He just wanted his heal, I guess. So, Sleepy Shilinka time. Yeah, I just think he healed enough off the Tiaras, honestly. Did he... Yeah, he sets up that he can be tank busted, but not guard ignored, right? Oh, it's within 3 blocks, not 2 blocks. Okay, no, wait, he can guard ignore. I don't understand. I'm never gonna understand. You can just kill me with Shilinka whenever. Raven has in fact killed me with Shilinka before. I know like Estelle is a Lancer with a crap ton of defense stat and phalanx, but I think the Zion with these troops will just shred him once he can reach. What's with the super defensive Pharah positioning? I don't get that at all. Why don't you put it here, right? That's weird. Oh, is it level 5 Firebrand? Or you mean level 5 Gallant Duelist? Yeah, the Firebrands you must have meant. Okay. Everything else looks fine. Zion does have back again now, so he can just go reach. I don't know, like, the situation doesn't really get better for him if you wait through. Zion just gets more skills back. Like, now he has 3C and act again. I would have thought you hope for the Pharah Breeze and position aggressively to try to kill Zion with Pharah, since you don't have Revive. Like, if you're picking Pharah, she is an assassin. So you've got to threatened to kill the thing that has soloed your entire team to this point. And yeah, he comfortably kills the Lancers on terrain as a horse hero with just troops doing damage, essentially. There is a way to lose to Bite and Bit. And it's to give him the modern meta units that have zero reason to be in this format. Just because they're slightly less than ladder meta. Yeah, like after the Angelina AoE. I don't know. I thought he would get that kill too, to be honest. Rice Crew makes it sound like Zebito has underworked covenants. Like Zebito has underworked covenants, and that could do it, like, for not getting your kill there. Because by all rights, I feel like Angelina should have gotten that, even if Pressure is a somewhat tanky hero. And yeah, you do get Zion again for some reason. Like, he's not just like a better SP Sherry. I guess he can't guard ignore quite as easy, but he can do like Dispel tank or routing light tank and then hit something. Did get Egbert this game, which is funny. He picks up Sonya, which is not going to help against the Cavalry tank buster that he gave second pick. But it's the only tank he really has in the box, so. We do have a Subame pick this game. He goes for these troops, though. I don't know how these stack up compared to, like, deck gunners. I do think it's a misplay by Bite and Bit to not put AoE on anything here, like on Pressure to deal with the Subame head, because I actually think the Subame has pretty good chances to go kill Roland, or sorry, not Roland, Zion. They're all the same. Before he comes in. But he goes for pretty defensive Subame positioning for whatever reason. It's like she doesn't have that good reach. I'm not sure I really get it. Like she could have just gone all the way up here and hit, right? There's no AoEs here. I don't see any reason at all to not go maximum aggression with Subame here, right? Maybe someone who's more experienced with her than just watching like newbies games a couple seasons ago or whatever when he was using her on ladder in playoffs to like kill ground shields and stuff. But like, I don't think there's any reason I can see why you wouldn't position this more aggressively to kill Zion. But he does keep Zion in place. Does that mean he's in danger range? Also, poor Theon is kind of body blocked by his own team here from getting good AoEs off. Oh, he teleports Theon, is what he does. I don't know about that. Theon has much better reach than Egbert. Egbert is going to have a lot of trouble getting in without the summon TP. Like, sure, you get the juicy Theon 3C, but that's whatever. He was going to reach to do that next turn anyways, in my opinion. Good debuffs, though. I mean, I guess Silencing Christie's kind of whatever, especially since he didn't steal anything too major. He steals Zion's FB, but he doesn't get, like, guard or anything like that. So you go for the Eggy. I think Eggy's kind of whatever here. He's got really low range because he wasted the TP on Zion. Sorry, on Theon, who used to be Zion, but is Theon. There's an actual Zion in play here, so I guess that is confusing. I'm gonna go for the style after. Which you do whiff this time. Double cab does not quite kill the Fat Lancer. I guess it's infantry troops on her, and she doesn't have Steel Titan or whatever up yet, but... And it's not like a super chonk Estelle, it's an aggressively built Estelle. With the dispels or whatever, because it like dispels if you're close range or whatever. Isn't that a thing? Yeah. This Theon is so whatever. Oh yeah, Tsubame easy kills the Zion. Imagine if he just like positioned this aggressively to do that at the start of this turn, instead of letting him almost kill your tank and kill one of your DPS. How close was that? Can't have been close, right? I don't think. She has... I guess it's enemies, so she only has 8% from talent, but... Yeah, fine. So this definitely won't kill, but it'll probably dispel guard. Which is pretty good utility, all things considered. Yeah, he does get guard. I guess she doesn't have the one that like full heals herself after she uses it. Is that this game? Yeah. The defender, but I don't think it'll save. Oh, it totally saves her. Holy moly. I guess Shalinka doesn't have DI. No, she does, she just doesn't have buffs. The Egbert clone kill. Sick. Yeah, I know she could only attack Sonya. I just thought she would get the kill. Like Sonya 3C doesn't decrease damage or anything. It's not Tyrant. Tyrant is the upgraded version of Sonya, much as Nemia is the upgraded version of Kirika, and Xala just doesn't have an upgraded version, she just sucks. I guess Jay's got the upgraded version of her AoE. God, this Egbert clone doing some real work. So this time he gets the kill because he can do the troop ignore. So she won't have revive anymore, right? But he does have turn prio, and Stell's not taking a life or anything. She can maybe kill the Tiaras with the line here. Oh, it doesn't reach the Tiaras, I see. That is unfortunate. It's 5 blocks? Yeah, okay, he wouldn't have reached. I don't know why he didn't go on tree, though. So what does Tsubame reach? Does she have Act again? She doesn't, right? Oh, she does. She has Act again and no skill, but... It's a crappy act again though, so she doesn't reach. It's only 2 blocks. I guess she doesn't have her talent or exclusive movement or whatever because she's attacked. I don't remember the exact conditions for her range. I wonder if he has to EMB on her or if he uses like a damage bow. Yeah, I mean, any DPS plus tank can potentially win the end game after he's used up his stuff. The TR's lived long enough to keep stuff alive. Unlike Tsubame can't guard ignore, Theon's pretty much out of juice, and he doesn't do much damage anyways. Yeah, okay, he's EMB. So I think he's just waiting for the guard ignore cooldown on the Tsubame. I don't think she wins the Christie endgame though. She does have guard ignore next turn, for what it's worth. I don't know if I'd call it a tech, I would say just look at the revive. Oh, that damage was so sad. Oh, frontal assault. And EMB Nutsinger. With no attack buff. Yeah, okay. And these troops probably did no damage. I just realized animations have been on allies only by accident. Yeah, the troops did 1 damage per tick. Frontal Assault Gaming. He honestly might have lost without the frontal defense. Alright, GG. Let's mark that, take a look at another. I think you were just talking a lot by bit. Hard to get a word in. Great game, yeah, okay. Let's see, anybody else? We can take a look at the Games versus Vice that JB sent earlier. I'm gonna assume the top one is game 1. Let's see, so Vice has got the thing where he can first pick Flow, second pick Selvaria, right? Every game. So Lava's pretty favorable for that. So we got second pick Grenchill versus second pick Archer Selvaria. I wonder if Selvaria actually gets that kill or not. I don't have much faith in her damage if she runs Lurker, but if you don't run Lurker, then her range is so specific and not even that large. Yeah, he takes the gets picked pretty easy. Flying Mage versus a tankless team. He did go for like aggressive Fizz tank bans, right? Tank, Fizzguard, tank, Fizzguard, Fizzguard for his first 5 bans. He really does not want this Grenchill getting stopped by tanks. Or Rosa getting stopped by tanks. Or T-Jess getting stopped by tanks. Wonder if there's like juicy T-Just run-in plays with like a Gren just standing like over here. Yeah, I guess that's true though. It was all the buffers, they just also happened to also be guards. I assume we've got hide on Pepsi here. I didn't really actually look at skills that carefully. AoE on Grenchill, AoE on Gitz. Passive guard on Burn. Interesting Disarm on Silvaria, in case it gets close. Yeah, so here comes the Gren, and then is TP coming after. Does she just reach? If she breezes, I think she definitely... Actually, no, she still wouldn't reach Silvari, I think, right? Or does she get enough stacks to have 4 range? I'm not a T-Jess user. She gets 4 stacks, like 2 stacks, right? So with Scepter she has enough. Yeah, she can reach Silvaria right now if she wants to. I don't know, you make the rules here, Raven. What did this get chipped by? Oh, the Silvaria stand thing. I'm like, because if she's 100% HP, then she'd have that 3C thing and Flow should Mega Whiff, but it was less close because of the chip. Well, I guess JB is the commish now, right? Or is it Moondoggy, or is it Stayport? I don't even know. Somebody that's not Raven is theoretically the commish right now, right? So he goes for the Luke Sanction. So let's evaluate things here, right? So, where's my numbers? Grenchill is in Silvaria range. She is the only thing in Silvaria range. Pepsi is still hiding. Burn, if he's BB, could unhide Pepsi and kill Flo while chipping Luke. Gitz doesn't reach yet. Rosalia is pretty out of place still too. And Grenchill, of course, also has her hide. So she could potentially also go for the breaking Pepsi hide, killing Flo play. Since she's the one who's in danger of Silvaria. And yeah, he does exactly that. Does he get the freeze on the Luke by placing the sword? No. I remember when like Grenchill first came out, Ski had like a 100% chance of getting the stun thing versus me from the AoE, where you got the 20% chance to stun something if they're Moby downed, and Ski just got it every time it triggered. He didn't realize it was a 20%. Back when Ski was like a super noob. Takes like a lot of actions to kill Grenchill here. Right, so we'll find out if this is BB burn. He does go for AoE, so I'm gonna guess it is. Yep. Big chunk damage. Big chunk damage. I doubt Pepsi gets this kill right now. Oh, he does, actually pretty comfortably, damn. I guess it's not exclusive burn, it's probably Tiamat, so he doesn't have the attack down or anything. I assume this is safe from Luke, or does it become not safe after shield goes away? Oh, shield stays another turn. Okay, yeah, this is safe then. So yeah, I assume gets just sanctions and kill stuff. Or cheerleader Rosa. This, in fact, non-slot machine skill. Yeah, I have just never been a Pepsi believer. It's weird. I guess because by the time I started, he was already not that scary in like regular games. So I got used like after I got over my noob stats, right? Like Pepsi killed me when I was a noob, but everything killed me when I was a noob. I had Landias plus Hilda auras, and I used to die to Kairas through both auras, you know, when I was like a noob. So I assumed like that was just me being a noob, because I never had problems with Pepsi after that, even when I fought him. But like does in fact sometimes do a lot of damage. Like a lot of damage. So first two picks are the same on both ends. Let's see. This is a little bit different of a box from Vice. He added in an Alucia that wasn't there before, and a Christie. I assume this is like the side boxed box, but it wasn't the game too, or something. I mean, the thing with the floor first pick, right, is I'm not sure I've actually ever seen him so far use it to just immediately have Sylvaria kill something. I don't know if I just haven't seen said games, but I don't actually think I've seen a game from Vice where he just uses flow to act against Sylvaria to kill something right away, right? Has anybody else? Yeah, Vice's understanding of the rules is loose at best. Yeah, it's still one unit who dies. I don't remember how I voted on that whole thing. I'm not sure if I did vote, because I don't think I cared that much. Yeah, I didn't vote, because I didn't care that much. Alright, let's take a look at the situation here. I didn't really catch the drafts that much. So we do have Lucia this game. Pretty much same draft on like core draft here. DPS wise, but he does get a tank and healer this game. Okay. Lucia's pretty strong on this map. Not that she doesn't have water like all the time anyways, but it's really easy to get this condition for the silence. Okay. So, I mean, theoretically, he can set up the Sylvaria to kill Grenchill here, right? I think it's too slow, though, I guess, because he's moved. Like, if he stands Sylvaria, then he can AA Grenchill, and then Grenchill can move. Because he also gave AA. Yeah, Vice just doesn't use the AA, so he's going to keep his turn prior that he now has. Grenchill can't actually reach much other than to AoE Pepsi, but AoEing Pepsi's not bad. Or he might just not go in. What does Sylvaria actually reach? Is she technically threatening burn? Technically. Is she in practice threatening burn is a different question to answer. Oh, he does AA after all. Oh, that's not good, right? Because now this can come in. I guess you can kill with disarm, maybe? Is it just this skill that gets the damage penalty? Or is it every skill that gets the damage penalty? Every skill that gets the damage penalty. So he's just gonna go vibe on this terrain tile and watch Selvaria that's too close try to kill Grenchill. This is, in fact, an archer versus. Although the range down is good here, right? Because she won't have any reach. Yeah. But she can't attack anymore. So he's just gonna kill Pepsi with Burn, I guess. Oh, he AoEs. Does he kill with the AoE? He does. Wow. I don't think I would have believed in that, but he did, and it worked. I guess it was pretty low HP. I just don't have much faith in burn damage, but... yeah, I could see that being annoying to play around. Oh wait, did the Illusion Aura put your Gren in water too? So like when you got attacked there, you didn't have your terrain? Yeah, you didn't, I see. Yeah, so you took a bunch of extra damage too. In that regard. So he goes for killing the Grenchill. I guess that's fine, because she can run away otherwise. But Christy moves to guard. I have a really hard time ever doing anything to beat burn, because Sylvaria can't get far enough away. JB's as careful as he can be to not get AA blocked by the Elucia. Fighting bit, Redster, could you guys like stop feuding in chat for no reason? I want like actual beef, not shitty, stupid beef. Lo almost gets the kill when they revived Elucia there. He can act against something here and still keep his turn probably, which doesn't... or rush, I guess. She doesn't have act against, so yeah, I wouldn't do anything. So we'll get the big silence here. But Rosa does still have her immunity from Shiv. Oh, we did get this silence from Black Hole earlier. Hey JB, you know how I yell at everyone? You know how I yell at everyone about their healers getting silenced? My guy, where is the holy ring? Where is the bracer? Where is the crystal ball? Silence is a joke until it's not. So burn will actually not kill the flow unless the Rupture gets it. Ooh, he gets neither of the kills he was aiming for there. Ooh, the puppet swap for the Sylvaria setup is neat. Oh no, I accidentally unmuted my Twitch and I don't like hearing my voice. I mean, I guess she can shoot Christy, which is whatever, but like, it's a thing she can do. Oh, he doesn't move Rosa. So she can shoot Rosa here, right? Was that the right move, JB? Is this where you meant the misplay? When you mentioned a misplay? Because, like, I feel like not moving the Rosalia when the Rosalia can be murdered is what I would consider a misplay. Okay. But yeah, I know the puppet swap thing has been something Aminok's been playing with too. He's got like, the Luke, the Angelina, all that stuff for moving her around. Yeah, I was expecting it to be something like that. So I think you probably lose this just because Flo is silenced for so goddamn long. Christie's a hard lady to kill. But does Luke have AoE? No. But she can just combo down the Christie. All right, let's take a look here. So, Unity to teleport, but not displace, right? So I'm guessing what JP's getting at is it is a... Oh, it's just a 10-year priest puppet. Okay. Alright, next round. Man, poor silence flow. Holy Guard mages are good, but they're not tanking Luke with this little HP good. Yeah, I think you definitely do. Sylvaria can't set up another Guard Ignore in that game in time, realistically, and Christie just wins the end game slowly. As long as you can keep yourself alive with healing. I don't think the Flow would have had the juice to get Act again at any point that game, so... Unless he like kept clocking 3C or something, but I don't remember if he still had it at the end there. Alright, let me mark that. I don't know if I've missed marking... What was the last game we watched right before this? Does anyone remember? Was that the Bite and Bit game? I think I did mark that. So let's find this JB game. It should be up a little bit. Yeah. Alright, do we want to take a look at this Zuko special from like Mikey into Eminoct? Let's see if we have those games on card. I think Mikey might have said he put it on card earlier in Discord. I think he told me that. That's a thing. We'll find out if it's a thing. Tank Push Rejector. Here he is. Mikey versus Zuko. Let's take a look. Alright, let's take a look here. Ooh, he first bans the Liko. That's been something people have discussed and no one's really done at this point. Because Zuko has to like first pick one healer. So he essentially has to first pick Lugner. He takes Flow, I guess that's fine too. Hey, I guess he can run 3. Although I might have taken Lugner. Lugner is really good. So he gets auto. I don't think we've gotten to see a lot of auto games after his casting. We'll see how that plays out here without immunity on anything for the Albedo. Could be Overlord badge, but I want to say he's like Blood Pact or something. I don't remember. A lot more AoE in this draft than Mikey's usual. Which I think that makes sense since he went for the tactic of banning the Liko, right? Like strategy-wise, he banned the healer that's both really good against single target and really good against AoE. And like since he took the Flow, who's pretty vulnerable to AoE potentially, you kind of just grind down with like these low cooldown heroes. Like I guess Otto's not low cooldown; he's just a blocking menace. And Theon is sustained AoE. Agnes is sustained AoE. Not AoE on Rosalia. That would be a stretch. Got a Hiei picked by Zuko. We'll see how much work he gets to put in with the Flow Rush. I guess the Flow Rush is only one turn though, so it's not huge for him. Oh. Okay, Otto's got some range. Everything up to Tatalia he could reach right now. And Aldi does have buff for himself and Flow, of course, here. Okay. So I guess he reaches everything but EA. Like he plays with patient though. Tatalia could actually reach the auto, but I guess he decided it's not worth it. Because like that's not bracer or anything, so you can kill that through the Agnes revive. And it's out of his aura range, so I think it would be a pretty comfy kill. I guess he doesn't have a single target skill, so like it's awkward. But like you probably just use the other guard ignore in this case anyways, because like there's plenty of stuff to break the hide. I don't know. He doesn't go for it here though. We'll see. He pulls back the EEP on Spinner. Did he steal anything huge? Just some nice damage. He plays pretty defensive with the Tatalia here. He backs up. I don't know, that's good. Because Flo has trouble keeping up with too many hits with the AoE meat grinder, so you kind of want to trade off a couple DPS to knock out some threats. He goes for an Albedo act again. Is that because she got 2 range guard dispelled, so he wants it back? Yeah. Yeah, that auto is very killable. It's not one of those like 1200 defense autos. But he's just getting eaten up by all this fixed damage now. And the straight line movement is brutal too. What's the condition for it? It's less you move the more you take. Yeah. Yeah, this is a hard comp to just like sit here and eat hits with Flo as the only healer against these DPS. So she's gonna AoE here and the ulti's not gonna be able to kill. She might even counter kill ulti here. That probably won't happen. Ulti has a fuck ton of GR, but pretty close to counter killing. And we do have a Moby down on it because it is blood packed, not Overlord badge. So this can kill what it wants. What it wants is Tatalia. Ruthless cooldown's looking like nothing, because she's got mass attack. Oh, that's so rough. The 3C is the only heal. Because Otto's almost ready to go again. Theon is kind of ready. He can reach with the 7 range poke. Beyond does have problems when fog comes in, but so here I should not kill. Okay, I guess it's unbuffed. So he gets to heal it back. Grenchill is in fact doing Grenchill things and living a lot of stuff. I'm really surprised he didn't trade the Tatalia, honestly. I don't know, it's hard because you don't really have any carries that can like stay with your tank, right? But like if you get the auto gone, that's a lot of the pressure off your team because it's like it's still hard to position against the Grenchill, right? But like I don't know. I think you have a little bit more options. So Hiei does fixed damage after he attacks, but he's not going for the auto, he just kills the Grenchill, okay. Isn't the boots Hiei? It is. It's boots Hiei that also breezed. So she is guarding again, but she will die. Do I want to watch live footage or do I want to keep making it through replays? We've gotten a lot of replays, right? That we still haven't even got to. Like, I'm not going to get to everything today. I actually think I'll just keep going on replays, honestly. Someone let me know if the game looks really juicy, but I think we'll watch this, then we'll watch the Amanaki game, and then I think people wanted me to review the Valhalla game versus Ski, because people were surprised at that result, because Valhalla has kind of been tearing up, and Ski has been doing not tearing up. But I think Valhalla allowed something in the Ozma combo. I think he allowed like Serafina or something. Yeah. Leon is just a real pest. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but he's just a pest. He steals your buffs, and he just makes it hard to play. I always banned him really high when he like debuted. Not a lot of people ran him, but he was really hard to fight if you didn't fight a lot of assassins. Good ulti damage. A fully stacked ulti is a beast to reckon with. So Agnes can 3C, but the flow basic should kill. And she can AA ulti. Oh, but he goes for the AoE. Isn't that greedy? That seems greedy. Yeah. Okay, this is the mistake number 2. That seemed like a clear you just basic the Rosa to me. I have a poor understanding for what exactly level of damage flows 3C does, but I would have not believed in it and just gone for the ST. Yeah, I think I would have just basicked AA ulti kills Theon. Let's take a look, JB. You mean this action? But no, that's the killing Albedo, so you must mean the next Rosa action. Yeah, she could have definitely just basic flow. But he went for the Heon, or Hiei kill. Yeah. Like, Zuko definitely could have won this game right here with this move after the Rosa went for the pointless EA. Because the ulti endgame is real. Maybe he kills her with AoE. He does, okay. That's not so bad then. Oh, but it means he doesn't AA. Ouch. Yeah, so I think it had to be Flow punches Rosa, ulti just basics Theon. Or Agnes, either one. Nice Agnes kill on Flow there, big damage with the damage. Oh, it's just soldier attack now, I see. And crit too. Not quite a kill there. With that damage down. Or attack down, whatever. Pretty good effort though, from ulti. Yeah, like I said, I think the Flow basic and then just basic on Theon. That's all he has left as an Agnes. And you'd have been vibing. The suck is cool, but it was actually necessary. Since you don't have like 3C available to kill anything, like double kill after or anything. Alright, let's watch Tiltco Game 2 here. So no sidebox changes from Mikey. You have Lugner swap out for Kruger and Hiei swap out for Gitz. Okay. Or sorry, TJ swap out for Gitz. So fairly 1-to-1 on the TJ for Gitz, but the Lugner for Kruger is interesting. I guess since he's just gonna first pick one of Flow or Liko anyways. Picks up this Theon again. I didn't know Mikey even like had a Theon. When I think of Mikey, I just think of like pure ST stuff. But he's got like this Theon, he's got the auto. I know the Himiko, because I died to like brutal Himiko RNG a few seasons ago from him. But yeah. Alright, so this is a little bit more open of a game. There's still below Albedo on this end, but no tanks or anything here. Like no auto guard or anything, no Agnes. But theoretically, this stuff should be fairly well equipped to do damage. Kill stuff. If you can get in. The problem is getting in. Look at Mikey running wings for once on his lane. Zuko's also got the wings and catches the regular breeze. Tit for tat. Hey Bite and Bit, welcome back to YouTube. waiting game for like another turn here, I guess. Lane moves up. Lane AAs. Interesting. I don't know that that really counters an AA on the lane from Zuko all that well. I guess he doesn't want to move healer though until Luke acts, just because she can black hole with a puppet swap, I guess. But like, Albedo should have 2 block guard and she's not. Yeah, like it's not gonna get rid of, like she's not gonna lose it or anything, even if Elaine AoEs. I guess she can do the Dispel AoE, which is scary, but... Alright, let's see if Theon steals anything significant here. The attack buff off this. So flow throws down to heal. Does AA the lane. Assume... Okay, no, he goes for the lane. Oh, it is Demon Slayer too. Okay, did not get guard. Still. Surely this time guard gets dispelled. Yeah. But she's out of juice now. But the Luke AoE is gonna hurt. There's no two ways around that. I guess if a lane moves, then Luke doesn't reach. Or does she? Yeah, she doesn't. Oh, Sanction, I guess. I'm looking at the black hole, but the Sanctional's hurt too. Hey, Rice Crew, welcome back. Sanction hurts, but no kills, but he does return Prio into another AoE. And Luke can't kill Luke. Oof. And that black hole just dumpsters. It happens, Zuko. It really does. Happens to the best of us. I mean, all things considered, your team is actually still fairly intact here after all this. It's just, I think Flo's like completely out of juice now, right? Yeah. And Theon hasn't even started his barrage. And there's goodbye Flo. Doesn't get any spinners because of fog. Like, he does have problems with fog. Theon is the opposite of Hoffman. He like starts out strong but gets weaker as the game gets smaller. Hoffman is like, he starts out with kind of poor reach and it's easy to avoid the shield, but like the more the fog closes in, the stronger he gets. And you're just stuck not being able to reach while he just pelts you with AoEs. Did Albedo not have revive for a hot second there? Okay, yeah, she didn't. He could have even probably tried to kill your Albedo while she's passive silenced. I guess there's still the chance of the proc, but like, no block proc, no revive right now. He could have honestly gone for it, in my opinion. just to have Broza do something before the game is over. Yeah, I'm just my brain always like defaults to tanks being on Boa, and that's not always actually the case. Like I had a game this weekend on ladder where I'm so used to always having Boa on all my tanks, and my Lanford got stunned by a Ishin 3C because like I forgot I tried switching him to SSM, and I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot that's a thing. I have now switched back to Boa because I don't know how to play without stun immunity in season 19. So Azusa can hit a thing, but there's too much stuff left. Is he gonna body block the Albedo from reaching to guard the Azusa? Yeah, that's the play. Goodbye, Azusa. And GG. Alright, let's take a look at Zuko versus Amon now. I think you guys played your second game again or something, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or is it just a scrim? I didn't really keep super great track of this weekend. Let me mark that game just now, though. So that was Mikey Zuko, okay. Let's just try taking a look at cards. Tsugami, what is... Certified Cook, it's not mocked. This must be the newer game, I think. Did they replay the whole set, or did they... Okay, yeah. Amanok has a pretty different box tactic entirely from Vice. Like, he doesn't do first pick blow stuff. He gets our second, though, but he's P1, so it's less effective. I think I'll probably wrap up after this game. Just because my coverage is getting more sloppy because I've been streaming games nonstop for 2 hours now. And I'll maybe catch another replay stream Friday. I'm probably doing busy with family stuff tomorrow. So yeah, maybe Friday. I'll do another replay stream, I think. Cover a bunch more games. So we knocked out quite a few here. Sometimes I drag on a little bit too much looking at games. We've got some good old Ain's action here from Zuko. Let's see if he gets in time. So we've got the attack buff thing on Sylvaria this game. The no mass attack on Flow or Sissy. 2 Actagens could be funny with the Sylvaria here. And like Burn to keep the flow engine running, you know? Zuko's got like a mixed AoE ST team here with like the Kyra for some ST pressure. Not like Sylvaria's tanky, so if she gets in, then Sylvaria does get killed. And then some strong AoE. 2 healers though. Yeah, I double AA can be hard. It really depends on if he can get to this Sylvaria before things start going poorly for him, right? Like how quickly can he rush in my opinion. You can't take this like too slow. Because if you let like Amon set up his team here, it's gonna get crazy. Got a rush on the Sylvaria. I'm not sure if she super needed that for the repositioning here. Let's see what he does with it. Oh, he does just kind of set up to get killed. Why do my numbers keep turning off? Am I hitting that off by... Oh, I don't have something clicked. That's why. Okay. This kind of just dies, right? Okay, he goes for that. I was wondering if he was going to try to shield the Kyra. Maybe that would attempt to save her. You know, just because, like, the shield scales pretty well against troop ignore effects, you know? Because, like, it puts a shield on each of them, right? So it's 20% shield on the Sorks and then 20% on Kyra. But because Kyra's taking the damage, it uses both shields, so it's like a 40% shield, essentially. I don't think Kyra is tanky enough without Maidens to try to tank Sylvaria, even with that being the case, but... No, I don't think he submitted this for score. It wasn't re-reported. I just remember seeing some Zuko tilt in chat the other day after the Mikey game, and I was curious what happened. Alright, I want to see our boys get in, though, with some AoEs before things are over here. So no silence or anything on the flow. Let me go back. Is this a immune looking flow? Not Bracer, but that could very well be Holy Ring. Good int. Is there any immune triggers there? I suppose she's... No, not Massive Act yet. Look at this. Amon is like the other person other than me in this tournament that actually uses silence immunity on characters. I don't know what kind of healing cooldowns the Amon has ready. He's got mass heal and low heal. I'm looking. I'm ready, Zuko. I want to see some big Irons damage. Which buffs do you have? You got your crit chance up. You got your Star Crown active. You got your Licko FB. Only thing you don't have is the King Crown. And this is hitting into Christy Aura. Let's see how much it does. Oh yeah, big damage. Big damage. That's into it, Christy. There's the Ainsama gaming. Oh, there's also this mobility-based effect, huh? That's really funny. Yeah, it was the other one. I'm just looking at what he has for next turn, on if he can get any kills. This one, every time you use the skill, the this dispel or buff flip thing always dispels my guard. Like every time you've ever hit me with it. It has like a 100% chance, I swear to God. Let's see if the werewolves fail on the holy unit. Yeah. Werewolves! This is like all those times you'd see like Wedums go 3C like a Sophia or whatever, and then just whiff because he's got werewolves versus holy troops, and they just do no damage. Whoa, that's across the map? That's cool. Just like the tactics from Valkyria Chronicles, I guess. That's really interesting. Not much juice left in the tank on Aimon's team here healing-wise, just single target heals from both healers. I'm a big Valkyria Chronicles fan. I'm actually pretty bummed I didn't get... Like, I didn't start Lang before this collab. I really hope they rerun it at some point. Especially if they do it like Shining, where like they rerun and cast. I would definitely spend some money to get those characters if needed. I don't think she kills Flicko here. If that's the goal. Yeah, I was wondering about that when she was vulnerable. Because you just stood the Albedo when like Ainz was already safe anyways and reached. It was a pretty passive move. We're Ainz. That counter damage. Do we get a funny to Vidar dispel there though? Nope, no guard dispel. Bummer. It's funny Burn just kind of like is looming in the back where he failed to kill this like 11-year-old girl. Surely this doesn't feel right. Yeah, not even close. Oh, he fully heals himself with the sissy, okay. Does Ainz have a 3C back yet? Not yet, okay. Man, imagine if Licorice had Wind Blooms. It would be so crazy. Like, the why just Licorice, or why just Wind Blooms are crazy, but like Licorice would be even more insane. The fog game is real. Desert is a funny one for trying to like force positioning. I would have thought you'd have wanted to move like one further with Albedo there so that like you could potentially block like this space. Because I guess this flies and this can go around the bottom, but yeah, I guess it doesn't matter that much. This isn't gonna hurt Christian. Is this where JP mentioned he just kept hitting an Albedo on tree? Not on tree here. So the troops will die because demons. The infantry. Oh, they started an actual game? Yeah, I guess. We'll take a look. This is almost over. I assume. I think eventually this Albedo dies. Defender proc, but no 3C. We'll see if it dies. Yeah, Defender is enough. Varia doesn't have DI. Kind of compromises positioning a bit too. Although they have no ST to punish. So she has Revive back after the passive violence goes. He does in fact keep hitting you on a tree. I'm not sure if Burn had other options, but he does get a kill. Okay. And he should be able to kill through the Revive here. Oh, no, he doesn't do enough for a 20% revive because it's Blood Pact. That's right. If you break 20k HP, Burn usually can't kill revives. That was for, like, SP Burn. I remember doing the math for Landius. So another Fat Irons 3C. Good damage. Here you go, Irons. We had this one tough for him, Zuko. I'll say that. You're not giving it up easy. Yeah. Do your thing, Salvaria. He really does keep hitting onto the tree, huh? The defenders also does not help. Oh my god, the counter damage. How did this turn into a fog end game? Like, for real. This will actually heal the Albedo, because the zombies are just gonna heal more. But it does do buff to spell, I guess, to help burn out. And she's dead. Rest in peace. Alright, I'll go take a look at the live game, I guess. They've probably already hopped in, but I'm guessing not too much has happened, because Rice Crew is half of this game. And Rice Crew's box is pretty slow. So is Alka's draft here. Kyra is pretty problematic for Rice Crew, though. Yeah, there's already a dead nymph. He's got one of those weird comps that he ends up with sometimes. Did he do like a defer pick here? Because how did he end up with 3 healers? And no tank. Lusty reflecting her debuffs at herself is funny, but just a casual 70k damage after debuffing herself. with a damage down. But yeah, there's real big problems for Rice-Guru in this draft. Namely that he only has 2 DPS. And neither of them ignore tanks. Can Yulia with an Elma shield on a pillar just somehow win? I think the answer is probably no. I think Alpha should just take his time and whittle down the heroes here. Ignore the Yulia. What's she gonna do to you? We have Roast, not like a funny Ice Dragon Breath, or Holy Dragon Breath, or whatever on Almeida. Because I know he does run exclusive on Almeida, so if you're going to do that, I would think you would want to do the Holy Dragon Breath in games like this, where you're not playing against the healer, so you don't have to kill the tank over and over. Also, speaking of tank, look at that, the stats with the Lanford command. That's a lot of defense. That's a bulky Christian. Wow. I wish mine was that bulky. I'm even pretty proud of mine, and that's more defense. So Toa does have first strike, so she doesn't need any counter damage here. Elma can pull her back and heal her up enough to not die, I guess. But he still has a fundamental problem here of he can't really do anything to break Okka's comp. I wonder if Cairo basic fails this candle. I bet it does actually. With the attack down and no allies alive, our int is looking pretty sad. And that's while in the Lanford aura. I guess she could hit from Lanford aura from here, but she can't get back to guard that way. Or either way even. Does about as much damage as you expect to do versus a Christie in the Lanford aura. Ashmar is cool, and her damage is actually really not that bad, but what she doesn't have is DI, unlike basically every other mage, so she really can't do damage to Tiamat tanks in particular, but even like any unit with a reasonable amount of DR pretty comfortably tanks her. The Almeida's going to be a pest with the debuffs, but I don't think there's anything actually problematic about it for Alka here. I'm a little surprised you didn't go for the Moby down on the Christie with the Almeida there. Kyra can't dispel right now. Is it just one turn though on the EV actually? If it's one turn, then he definitely had to do it then. And then he could have actually gone to kill something with Ashmar. Or he's not EE and that was just an actual Moby down trigger from the skill. I didn't take note. So Yulia doesn't really reach yet. She can 3C but not 2C. And she wants to 2C. But he is going to go and take that Christie. Yeah, it must be exclusive. Ooh. Soul Stealer proc gets blocked by the Gospel. That was close. I mean, I guess she doesn't have skills right now anyways, but like... So yeah, Ashmar can snipe what she wants. She's pretty well body blocked. And then after Ashmar, Yulia actually reaches the Toa as well. I think if I were Rice Crew, what I'd probably do, right, is pull off the Elma 3C from here so you can step back, walk onto the tree, and still be safe. I don't know who the best target is. Here's where we find out if his Yulia is fixed immune. I guess it's Glory of the World, so it shouldn't die to Lanford. Man, clock gaming, huh? Yeah, the Almeida EE gaming might be real here, guys. And the Yulia gaming. She doesn't even have to use skill here, she can just bonk. And then he can kill the Kyra next turn. Okay. I think the other way around is better, because you'd keep turn prior that way. But he does still have the Almeida, and there's nothing he can really do after debuff since he chose to kill the Elma, not the Almeida, so... Yeah. This is like losing... Who lost a game to Goddess Left Hand earlier? Like this season or last season? Because this is basically that. Crazy. I really thought there was no way for Alka to lose that. But the Almeida gaming was real with the exclusive. It's funny, right? Because he honestly would have been completely fine if he just killed the Almeida with something, like if he just traded like the Toa or whatever for the Almeida. And then you just wait for your chance to kill stuff. But he got like too caught up in it and then just lost to the exclusive. Like I think once you see that out, like right through, I think in my opinion, showed his hand when he AoE'd the Toa, right? You see the Moby down and you should realize that's a problem. Versus if he'd just done it that action and then killed something. But Alka didn't really act on that to kill the Almeida, which is actually the biggest threat in that endgame because of that Moby down ability to set up the other two DPS. Anyways, let's take a look at game 2 here. Take a look at boxes, which we didn't get to see earlier. It is a hard thing to catch, though. I was looking for it because I was pretty sure I'd seen that in the past, that Rice runs that. He might also be the one who is running Goddess Left Hand on something and cheese to win with that. I don't remember. This will for real be the last thing I cover, though. I've been streaming a long time. Like for tonight. So yeah, I mean, Alka's just going for really aggressive tank bans, and Rice Crew only has 3 in the box. So he ends up with no tanks. He also didn't side in any. Does he not have any others built? I know he was working on Shinpachi for a little while. I wonder if this is Copium Ulti Guard. Because, I mean, that's never, ever, 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 ever tanking Lusty. There's not that much other physical in the box. Like, it's almost all mages. This is the specific problem I had versus Alka as a noob, back when the tanks pool was really restrictive in, like, seasons 1 through 3. Is Alka ran a pretty similar box to this, with, like, the Toa and the lots and lots and lots of mages and stuff. And like I only had 3 physical tanks, much like Rice Crew does, or 3 magic tanks in the box. So he would literally just ban out the magic tanks, and I would have to pick like Agnes's tank or something, and then like Lewin guard, you know. And it was just like super copium. Hey Moon. I do like Alka's Ashmar pick here. I think that's a much, much stronger carry than anything he had last game against a tankless team. Especially like considering he only brought a single skill on Kyra. IBC pick is strong with the Ashmar. I think this looks really strong for Alka, but I also thought last game looked really strong for Alka. Yeah, I think the Ashmar can completely carry this game, personally. She's a really good tank push carry against tankless, because you can just keep stepping back as long as you position your partner right. And like she's not going to fail any kills. Even if she didn't take the Sky Archers versus the ulti, like you don't even have to hit the ulti first, right? You're magic, you don't care about Fizzguard. But also, like, he doesn't have magic DR, right? It's just physical. So you're just killing through last rites at that point, which with Christian faction buff, it should be easy. And he also, of course, can just throw his Ashmar into the ulti, or not Lustriel into the ulti and delete it. Like, I think this is nigh unlosable for Alka. Because he has both a range and tank advantage. I think Nymph over like Mariandel was a weird pick. Sorry, wait, no, it was at a different band slot. Sorry, over like TJS, I guess. Or Mariandel. Why not take like the AoE against the healerless team that you're aggressively banning healers against? I don't know. It's true. Watch the Christian not be stun immune and then just falls asleep and ulti goes berserk and kills like 3 units because he's positioned so the suck can not hit the Christie. He does bring an attack skill on top of this game. The other one, like the not FB based one, because he doesn't have FB is what I mean. Okay, so Rice Crew is doing Rice Crew strats. We'll see if Rice Crew strats work. Let's take a look at this Christie. I don't know what accessory this is. It's green skill. It could be Bracer, it could be Boa. Hard to tell difference. What star level is this ulti? Oh, he is actually 6 stars. I guess he's made his way up. Remember when this ulti was like 4 stars? Yeah, I just wouldn't exactly call that high HP. Like 17,000 is not actually that much for a tank nowadays. Like my Christie on Boa has like 20k on cavalry, you know? I'm green enchant. I think Alka's 2+2. But I could see this being Bracer. I don't know. No sleepies yet. This nymph music, man. Is there like a music overrate setting somewhere? I know you can for like the home screen. I just like totally started zoning out there. So much less exciting. It's the real sleepy time music. See how aggressively he feels like moving ulti? Yulia assists W leg that if he puts the ulti in Ashmar range, Ashmar could actually just kill it, and Yulia can't punish. And he does exactly that. So he's really banking on Ashmar falling asleep before she gets her partner up, because Ashmar's partnering gives stun immunity, so let's see if he falls asleep this action. He doesn't. So he should partner one of these two, in my opinion. Now he doesn't get to step back. I guess he's still out of range anyway, so it's fine, but like, I figured you may as well get your actual partner thing. This should be a pretty comfy kill, I think. He does use 3C. I would use 2C there, right? Ignore the M-def when your 3C is not giving you any special bonuses. And it's not going to clock because you're not in a position. Again, it doesn't really matter. Rice could be drafted to like an unwinnable draft here, but you may as well use the better skill, right? Alka really doesn't have to rush. He just needs to not lose the whole game to debuffs. That's funny, waking up the toe with the hammer proc. He may as well move the other stuff before he attacks the Almeida with the Ashmar. Don't let the nymph heal it, you know? Okay. Yeah, I think it's just 2+2 then with high defense and MDEF and not super crazy if you enchant. This should kill. Sansies have no problems versus orcs. Yeah, even with the funny damage debuff, no problems. I don't know why he even risks it by stepping on the licorice tile. I would honestly just hit, but... And GG. It is crazy that Rice Group won that game 1. But cannot replicate it. This draft was even more lopsided. Ashmar is really good. Hold on a second. Alka's boon is, I assume, to pick 2 enablers, right? Because he does it both Ashmar and IBC, and Ashmar is a pick 1 enabler now. Okay, that's a boon. Cool. I assumed it was fine. All right, I'm gonna stop there. Thanks for hanging out, peeps. I'll see you guys probably later this week with some sort of stream. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll play my game versus Valabar or um, Estao at some point this week. Maybe like, but not like going to be a big stream if it's not like if it's tomorrow or something. We'll see.